So when I talked about seller's risk and communication risk, here's the nature of what that is.
I just wanted to chime in on that. Is that where you need to have a limited power of attorney set up as well?
Yes. So what I will call that is called post-close documents. So this is what Josh is talking about. So when I talked about seller's risk and communication risk, here's the nature of what that is. So even though the deed does not transfer, or say you're doing an FHA and the deed does transfer, it's not the nature of our sellers to understand how they sold their home to us in year 1, year 2, or year 3 after close of escrow. If you don't handle that communication risk through the limited power of attorney, through a lender, through a form to the lender and a form to the insurance company saying, we are now changing the communication that will go to Rochelle Jarvis at this email, at this address, and at this phone number with the limited power of attorney, that allows us to alleviate the seller's risk. That way the lender does not call the seller in year 2 and say, hey, listen, we have this great program we want to offer to you. And the seller is going to say, oh, I sold my home to Josh. And they're going to say, oh, you sold your home. And that's the other risk that we got to take care of, which is handled with the limited power of attorney that holds more weight than the authorization to be able to speak to the lender and the insurance company as the property manager, not as the new owner. That's how you represent yourself. And those other forms will go with what we at Constant Close called post-close documents. So let me give you guys a little visual. I'm a very visual person, so you guys can see what this looks like. So here we have the limited power of attorney. This is a closing that I just did, and it's going to state the durable limited power of attorney for the property, mortgage, and insurance. So this allows us to speak on the property, mortgage, and insurance. There are some sellers out there that'll say, I am not giving you a limited power of attorney for me. Well, no, Mr. Seller, this limited power of attorney is just for the property, mortgage, and insurance. This gets turned in after we record. In addition to that form, I just did this closing. Here is the loan form. So obviously it's going to state the borrower's information. We'll have the loan number there. And it's basically saying we currently have a mortgage. We want to change the communication to the person that's taking down the property. So this gets sent in with the limited power of attorney. In addition to that, this form goes to the insurance that is going to add you as additionally insured, and it's going to add the LLC as additionally insured. So these are the forms that I'm talking about that are post-close forms. So the limited power of attorney will go with the lender form, and the limited power of attorney will go with the insurance form that will alleviate the seller's risk of and handle the communication as you represent yourself as a property manager and you add yourself as additionally insured.